What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, I want to give my prediction, my final prediction for the highly anticipated WBC Junior Middleweight World Title bout between former WBC World Champion Jermell Charlo and current WBC Junior Middleweight World Champion Tony Harrison. Right? Uh, Tony Harrison, today, he had a different vibe than he did the first time. The build up to this, should I say? Originally Tony Harrison had an aggressive nature. He was very, loud. He was very boisterous. He was very aggressive, right? Jermell Charlo was attempting to do so, be the same way, but Tony Harrison was out boistering him, right? He was just being louder than him, right? And he kept saying, Tony Harrison kept saying how, he was in Jermell Charlo's head, so on and so forth. But I'm starting to feel like it was the latter, right? I'm starting to feel like, in fact, Jermell Charlo was in Tony Harrison's head. I think that the entire situation and build up to this is in Tony Harrison's head because Tony Harrison is trying to find motivation. He said that he wanted to walk to the ring. He wanted to ring walk second, right? He wanted to be the B-side. He's trying to find motivation, for this fight. And I'm starting to believe that Jermell Charlo's in his head. Like I stated yesterday at the final press conference, he was stating that, he kept saying that, Jermell Charlo got all the cars, he got all the followers, he's the A-side, so on and so forth, right? So he's trying to play mind games, but it seems like he's playing mind games with himself to a degree. And I'm starting to look at the situation and say, Tony Harrison, has allowed Jermell Charlo to be in his head. He's, how should I say, bothered by Jermell Charlo. Not to say Jermell Charlo is not bothered by Tony Harrison, but Tony Harrison is more bothered by Jermell Charlo, right? He's frustrated by him. He just don't like him. He's frustrated by his demeanor, his approach, his attitude, right? So with that said, I feel like Tony Harrison is going to be very, very cautious, even more cautious than he was in the first fight. And Jermell Charlo is going to be aggressive. I think Jermell Charlo is going to win this fight. I think it's going to be a knockdown in the 8th round. I think Jermell Charlo is going to knock Tony Harrison down in the 8th round. I think that Tony Harrison, by the 8th round, he's going to feel the pressure to put on, and he's going to be behind on the cards. And he's going to make a mistake by the 8th round, and he's going to get dropped in the 8th round. He won't get knocked out, but he'll get dropped. He'll get back up. He'll get back cautious, and he'll be defensive, and he'll be moving around the ring. But Jermell Charlo aggression, and Jermell Charlo will be landing big punches here and there. Tony Harrison is going to land big punches maybe somewhere in about the 4th, 5th round. He'll land a big punch here and there, but it won't be enough. He's not going to be aggressive enough, right? I can already tell he's going to be defensive. He's going to use unnecessary movement. He's going to feel like Jermell Charlo has to come to him because he's the champion. He's going to use unnecessary movement, and when he does sit down, Jermell Charlo is going to be far more patient than he was in the first fight. He's going to be more patient, and he's going to let the fight come to him, which is going to allow him to land big punches early and often. You're going to see Tony Harrison on shaky legs at times, and maybe 2 to 3 times early in the fight. Not that he's going to be hurt. He's just going to get hit with big shots and be off balance. And so you'll see him with shaky legs. And then, like I said, I think he's going to get dropped somewhere about the 8th round. He'll get back up. He won't get knocked out. It'll go to 12 rounds, and Jermell Charlo will win a unanimous decision victory over Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison is going to do a lot of clinching. He's going to try to frustrate Jermell Charlo. He's going to use a lot of movement, a lot of clinching, a lot of showmanship, things of that nature, just to continue to try to get in his head. But he won't be able to get in his head. And Jermell Charlo is going to stay patient. He's going to stay focused. And that's going to be the difference in this fight. So I'm expecting Tony Harrison to lose by unanimous decision. I'm expecting Jermell Charlo to clip him in the 8th round. He's going to clip him a couple of times, but by the 8th round, he's going to clip him and drop him. It's going to be a flash knockdown. He's not going to be seriously hurt. It's going to be hard for Jermell to knock him out because Tony Harrison is going to be defensive. When you have a guy that knows how to fight, knows how to defend itself, and are defensive. They're very hard to knock out, and this is going to be the case in this situation with this scenario. But I'm expecting Jermell Charlo to get the unanimous decision victory and move on to face Julian J. Rock Williams, which is going to be a huge fight because obviously we know Jermell Charlo, Big Charlo, knocked out, who's currently WBC middleweight champion, knocked out Julian J. Rock Williams. So now Julian J. Rock Williams is the unified junior middleweight world champion. He'll face Jermell Charlo for that WBC strap. It was supposed to be Swift Jarrett Hurd facing off against Jermell Charlo. That was the big fight at 54, but obviously we know they both lost, right? But now Jermell Charlo regained his belt. Julian J. Rock Williams is fighting in Philadelphia. It's a showcase fight. He'll showcase his talents. He'll win the fight. And then he'll face off against Jermell Charlo, and that's going to be the big doozy right there. But I'm expecting Jermell Charlo to win this fight by unanimous decision. Tony Harrison has spent so much time trying to get in Jermell Charlo's head that he got in his own head. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.